And welcome. We are trying something new today. I figured in the midst of this crazy Corona time, we would try something new, try something a little different. And I'm going to bring you the first of what I hope to be is a series of little talk show interviews that I do with several people, several of my special guests that I can find around El Camino. We'll discuss different topics and different things. We'll be doing different things. Today we are getting coffee and talking to Haas. Haas, who today's topic is movies. Haas is a self-proclaimed cinephile. He loves films, he loves movies, and I figured what a great way to start off our Corona talk show talking about movies that you can watch while you're on quarantine. So this is Haas. He is our administrative pastor here at El Camino.
Executive pastor. Come on.
Executive. Oh, you're right. The executive pastor at El Camino. I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah, so he's gonna you most of the biggest exposure you guys have probably had to him is if he leads the worship service. So Haas, let's start it out with what is the last movie that you watched this in the midst of this Corona season?
That's a good question. I'm trying to remember what the last movie. So the last thing that I've watched is Katie and I have been going through Bones. It's a TV show.
Okay.
So that might be outside of the bounds of what we're allowed to do.
If you want to talk about TV.
No. So yeah, we've started that. So we're going through Bones, and I'm trying to. I know we were gonna try and get the Tom Hanks Mr. Rogers one.
Oh, that's a great movie.
So that might actually be tonight or tomorrow night. So
yes. Yeah. Nice. We I've been binging Psych. Psych is I started it before coronavirus, and now that coronavirus is here, I've gotten a little bit more time with it.
Is that Hulu or?
Amazon Prime.
Oh.
Amazon Prime. I have Amazon Prime, and I've been watching that. That's been pretty fun.
I've heard it's good. I haven't seen it.
It's a. You have it?
I have not.
It's a very funny. It's a very funny movie. And it's pretty good. So yeah. So Bones. I'll have to get that.
Yeah. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. Yeah.
Isn't that with Zoe Deschanel's younger sister?
Yeah. And David Boreanaz, is that his?
All right. So I think a great place to start when we talk about movies, especially when it comes to quarantine movies, is a top 10. Everybody loves a good top 10 list, and that way you can kind of work your way through the top 10. What are your? Let's go through, and we'll start at 10, and we'll work our way up to 1. Or is it easier for you to start out?
I'll just. Can I throw out some of my favorites? I don't know.
Yeah, throw out 10 of your favorites. We won't do it list that wise then. And I'll throw out. So you throw out one, and I'll throw out one, and we can kind of talk about it.
One of my favorites is definitely "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou." It is a phenomenal movie, and I don't know anyone that has seen it that does not like it. The music is fantastic. The acting is fantastic. The dialogue is fantastic. The Coen brothers are amazing writers and directors, and it's got this old-time feel. And it's if you've seen the movie but you're not entirely sure, it is based off of the Odyssey by Homer, and they took the characters of the Odyssey and transported them through time into the Depression era, and so instead of the Cyclops from Homer's Odyssey, you have the one-eyed Bible salesman. Instead of the sirens of the Odyssey, you have the 3 ladies washing clothes at the riverside, and so that is one of my all-time favorites.
That prophet oracle guy at the beginning,
Yep.
he's pretty hilarious to me too.
One of my all-time favorites.
That's a great. Oh man, what a great pick to start us off with. Dang, mine seems so much less sophisticated than yours in contrast. Oh man, one of the ones I really enjoy is I really love. I'm gonna say 3 of them. I toss 3 of them right now. Is the Batman, the It's such a great one. I really enjoy those. Um,
Now, which one's your favorite?
Out of them, man, that's hard. I like the second one. The second one's pretty classic. That's the one that everybody really liked. Everybody liked Heath Ledger's Joker. But to be honest, I really did like Batman Begins.
Yeah.
I like Batman Begins a lot.
Weirdly enough, I don't know. I don't know if I can say it's my favorite, but the third one I love, and mainly because I think Tom Hardy is one of the best actors out.
He gave one of the greatest
It's so
Bane
good.
performances of all time.
It's so good.
Yeah, his whole voice thing and his persona kind of popped up. So that's probably one of my top.
That's good. That's good. Another one. Now, is this are we streaming or videoing this for middle school or high school or both or who?
Yeah, it's kind of we're gonna pop it out to middle school and high school. So you can give a preface though if you need to.
No. So well, the preface will be that I'm gonna pick a movie all the way back from the 1980s.
Oh man, Hoss,
I
don't know. I don't know if you can go that far back.
I'm showing my age here. One of my favorite movies, I love it, is The Karate Kid, the original. There is no substitute for the original.
Didn't they remake that with Jackie Chan and Jaden Smith, and it was
not
like
talk
not
about
great.
That. We don't need to talk about that. That's atrocious.
But the original
the
one,
original
oh my
is
gosh,
phenomenal. With Ralph Macchio and Pat Morita, and it's one of the first. So a lot of movies have this trope where this kind of outcast kid who beats all odds and ends up victorious. And
it's like the classic '80s movie.
Oh, it just fits every one of those cliches, but does it so wonderfully, and has a great '80s soundtrack.
Oh man, and probably it's such a quotable movie too. I mean, the amount of times I've quoted that thing from the what is it?
Put him
Cobra. Put him in a body bag. Didn't you dress up as Daniel in the? Didn't you copy for Halloween one year? Didn't you copy his like shower?
Oh no, that's you've given it away. That is the.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's the Halloween costume. At some point when I grow up, I'm gonna make it because it seems great. I could, if you see the movie, Daniel goes to a Halloween party and he has this contraption where it has a shower head up and over him and then just a circular shower. So no one can see who it is, and he can just kind of be in there and maneuver about. It just seems like a really funny, kind of easy Halloween thing, and I just haven't spent time on it. But yes, at some point.
That sound is I'm looking forward to Haas in the shower.
Yeah.
Shower thing. Dang. I am gonna give a preface for my next movie. In that it's also an '80s movie. I figured I'd go with another '80s movie. To match yours, and it is one of my favorite movies. There's a bit of language in it, so there is that. But Ferris Bueller's Day Off is such a classic movie.
Yep.
Me and my best friend, my roommate from college, we bonded over Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Nice.
It was sort of his first week on campus. He came in a year after I did, and we were both there at international orientation. And I said, "Dude, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Such an awesome movie." He's like, "I know, I love that. That's my favorite movie." And like it sort of kickstarted our whole friendship to the point where our last year, our senior year, he and I both saved up money and we did Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Really?
We went to the museums, we went to the ball games, we went to actually we didn't go to the ball game. The ball game was canceled and there was no parade. We couldn't like manufacture a parade.
So
But we did.
An attempt.
There was an attempt. We tried to recreate Ferris Bueller's Day Off. So we cut classes.
Yeah.
Just one. It was like senior. It was like it was during our. I can't believe I'm forgetting.
Senior break.
Our finals. The dead week before finals, and we went out and tried to recreate as much of it as we could, and it was a blast. It was so fun, and it holds a special place in my heart. Also because I lived in Chicago and I love the city.
Yeah.
And so it's so fun to see them traveling through the city of Chicago and so many things. I'm like, I've been there, I've seen that, I know where he is, and that's kind of fun. So.
All right, so I'll switch gears and go animated. And just because it's animated doesn't mean it's kids movie.
Okay.
Now this one is a kids movie, but it's also.
I love the caveat to immediately break the caveat.
But Finding Nemo is one of my all-time favorites, and it. So I think the story of it is the best story that Disney Pixar has ever done, and becoming a dad only increased my love for that movie. And if there's parents watching this, if you've seen Finding Nemo, you can probably understand what I'm saying. But just the fact that you find yourself in the character of the dad and just willing to do anything and everything to ensure the safety of your child and the love that knows no bounds, and it's a very sweet story, and the moments of levity in it are really great, and it has a nice balance. Finding Dory wasn't fine. It was fine, but it was completely unnecessary, and I think that Disney loves money, and that's why they made it. They made a boatload to their credit, I suppose. But I wish that Finding Nemo had just been a standalone, and that they had made an Incredibles sequel far sooner, because that was like set up for
a sequel.
That was ripe for sequel.
I don't know, and I liked the Incredibles.
Yeah.
Here's a hot take. It sort of fits in the Finding Dory comment vein. What is your opinion on Toy Story 4?
This might break some hearts here. I also feel like Toy Story 4 was a cash grab. I thought Toy Story 3 was a wonderful finale to the trilogy, and in no way did it require a fourth movie. And I'm going to so spoiler alert. So if you have not seen Toy Story 4, just fast forward, a couple of minutes in the video. But here's my take on Toy Story 4 is that ultimately, instead of the toys understanding that there was something greater than themselves, that they served someone greater than themselves, that they had a purpose in their existence to do that. At the end of Toy Story 4, Woody chooses his own happiness rather than the happiness of his owner. And that was a sad ending to me. I thought, oh well, in the other one, in Toy Story 3, if they had ended it, yes, he separates from his original owner, but he still understands his function, his purpose as a toy. It's to bring happiness to his human, and I know that's like way too deep for a Disney, looking at a Disney movie. But anyways, perhaps I've ruined Toy Story 4 for everyone. My apologies.
I don't know. I'm gonna disagree with you. I like Toy Story 4. I thought it was interesting the direction they took. It almost was like a parental thing. After Toy Story 3, it was sort of like letting your kid go to college. And not that I've ever experienced that because I don't have a kid, but like it sort of like felt in that vein. Like that's the emotional touchstone they were trying to hit on. And then Toy Story 4 was like, hey, I'm sort of like an empty nester now. What do I do? And like learning to like live without that child influence in your life. I don't know. I thought that's sort of what I got out of it. So I think we kind of hit it from different angles and maybe saw it differently because of that. I don't know. I was just curious what your take on Toy Story 4 was.
So another, I got a couple more in my brain.
Okay.
Yeah. I was trying to think of some more. So I love The Truman Show. It's a great movie.
it's like a comedy, but then it has like aspects
Right.
of like I don't know
It's
drama in it.
yeah, and you have some good comedic actors, but also good dramatic actors, and just a very creative um, story, the way that it was written and the way that it was told, and so I love
It
watching
really
that
did
one.
feel like an original plot, like,
Yeah.
which is something you see rarer and
Yeah.
rarer
Right.
these days. Man, great pick. Great pick. You were definitely the right person to call in for this discussion. Do you have another one lined up? I mean, it seemed like you were ready to go. You
I
were ready
was,
to fire.
and then it popped out of my head.
If you
Let's see.
need some time, I
Yeah,
can
you
hit
go,
you with
you
my,
go.
my animated.
You go.
My favorite animated movie. I really love How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh, yeah.
I love that movie. Such a great movie. I think the soundtrack for that movie really does a lot for that movie.
Yeah.
And it's I don't know. I connect with the characters and it's like it's just like a very I don't know. It's like my feel good like cartoon movie. So I don't know. That's mine.
And then again, you have to. This is going to require you to understand my age is playing a part here. But I think it was '97 that it came out. But if we're talking about action movies, The Matrix, the original.
That series got so weird.
It tanked by the end. So I like to think also of it as a standalone movie, instead of just kind of disregard the sequels. But that first one, I remember I was a sophomore in high school when I watched that, and it was unlike any other action movie I'd ever seen in my life. And the stuff that they did, the effects and the feel of it are they're still how do you say copycatting?
Copycatting?
Yeah, there we go, copycatting. There we go. I don't know why that was so difficult. But they're still mimicking it today, and so the excitement that I had coming out of the theater, and I suppose like our love for movies is kind of innately tied to, or at least partially, to the nostalgia that we had with the time that we watched the movie, right?
Yeah.
And so that was definitely for an action movie. That's far up on my list. The original.
All right.
The original.
The OG
Yes.
Matrix. Fair enough. There's a lot of those movies that had a really great original premise in them. Which was very catchy. All right. So I think let's kind of do some bonus round.
All
So
right.
I think we got 10 between the two of us.
Oh yeah.
Bonus round, most bingeable. Like, if you're gonna do a movie marathon, what would you do a movie marathon? If you were gonna do like a movie, like a several day in a row movie
Yeah.
marathon, or even a 1 day movie marathon where you just spend all day in your pajamas with some popcorn and your family, what movie would you do? Or friends? It
That's-
doesn't have to be family; it can be friends too.
So that's easy because Katie and I did this years and years ago. We did an all day, and believe me, all day, like 13 hours, all day of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, the extended cuts.
That was gonna be
The
mine
ex-
too. You
yeah,
snagged it
the-
away from
the
me.
extended cuts, and so putting those all together, I think it came in at about 12 and a half hours. And so we put it out there to some friends of ours. Again, this was probably 12 years ago that we did this. We put it out there and thought, nobody will show up. We had a bunch of people over, and some of them stayed with us the entire
whole time.
the entire time.
That's commitment right there.
It was commitment. So,
So when I was in college, I had some friends. I did not partake in this because I had a life. But hear me out. Because it wasn't just the movies. What they did is they watched the whole special extended thing over finals week, and all of the bonus content.
No, we didn't.
They went straight from the end of the movie into the bonus content. all of the different bonus like documentary things on and they like it was a 4-day straight. Like they
No
just
thank
had,
you.
I think they braked for like 6 hours to like go to bed.
Yeah.
But like they just had it running and like people dropped in, people dropped out, people came in, people came out, and I was like, I'm sorry, I have finals that
Yeah.
I do have to succeed in.
No, we were willing to say one day was kaput and do stuff for one day. Then we had to get
Because
back
there's
to
more
reality.
bonus content. There's like
Oh,
16
yeah,
hours
yeah,
of bonus
there's way more
content
bonus
on every
content.
disc.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I was like, are you serious? You're watching all of the bonus? I mean, it definitely blew my. Dang, you took mine. I was gonna go for Lord of the Rings too. Original movie, marathon. I mean, Harry Potter's always up there, but
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like my favorite ever. Marvel movies is always really fun.
It's true. So it used to be that I wanted to watch movies that really made me think and really spoke to issues and deep, subtle movies.
Were you one of those people that like watched Fight Club and like overanalyzed it?
No. But I do many of those movies. But nowadays, since I don't have near as much time to watch movies, when I do, it's usually to turn my brain off. And Marvel movies
They're perfect.
are wonderful for that. They're super fun and lighthearted, and you don't have to read too deeply into them. As you can tell, that I sometimes do anyways with my take on Toy Story 4.
I know. Sometimes
yeah.
you'll hit me with the take on a movie, and I'll be like, okay. I thought the explosion that went boom was good.
I think it's impossible to look too deeply into a Marvel movie, which it's a good thing.
Remember when we had that 4-hour like post Endgame discussion with the whole college group, and people were literally yelling at each other?
They were. I stayed out of that one, but I enjoyed it from the sidelines.
That was like Danny versus everybody else
Yes,
though too.
that was. Yeah.
It was fun. I love being the kid that just person. All right, final bonus round. Bonus question. Best Christian film. Christian films get a lot of flack for being
It's true.
not
It's
great,
true.
but there are great ones out there.
Yes,
And so,
yeah.
like, what
Yeah.
would be your top pick?
And I assume we're not talking documentaries.
Yeah, no, we're going
Okay.
like actual films that have like. Well, I mean, documentaries are actual
Right.
films, but like
but dramatized.
dramatized or fictional stories or
So I really did like Case for Christ.
Dang,
so-
you stole mine again.
we watched that as with the college group. We went to the theaters and watched it, and based on a true story of Lee Strobel, who was an atheist. He was a journalist, and decided to investigate for himself the claims of the Bible, and wanted to come to terms with, or actually kind of wanted to create a gotcha moment for Christians and say, look at how I proved your God is false, and then ended up doing a good job in the investigation and realized that what he was investigating was not false, that it was actually true, and how that affected his life, and it did a complete 180. Now he's an amazing public speaker, author, continues to do investigations so that people like he was beforehand, atheists, can see things from that perspective and have a very hardline scientific reasoning and logic behind why we believe what we believe, and not just saying, oh, yeah, I'm a Christian, cool. But hey, these are the reasons why the Bible is true. These are the reasons why the creation story that is given in Genesis is true. These are the reasons why we believe as Christians. So.
I really loved that movie. I also liked that. I mean, it did drama really well too.
Mhm.
That relationship between him and his wife. I was like, dang. Like normally when you see drama done in a lot of like recently it's changed, but early Christian movies,
Yeah.
a lot of that drama was just like so overwrought and kind of a little hooky.
Yeah.
But they did a great job
They
in
did.
Case for Christ. another one I really enjoyed was I did like War Room. I thought it was kind of like a fun.
I heard it was good.
I heard that was with just the power of prayer
Yeah.
yeah, that was a good one too. I mean, Case for Christ was definitely my favorite.
Yeah.
So you stole that from me again. But no, it was yeah. War Room was great, and I knew a friend who worked on War Room. One of my friends from college, he got a call from Kendrick Brothers. And he was an intern there, and then they called him and they're like, actually, doing this film. Like, would you like to be one of the crew members of the film? And he did that, and so his name is one of my buddy's names is there in the credits as I think he was like I forgot what exactly he did, but yeah, his name is in there. So it's kind of cool. So hey, thank you so much for answering some questions, having some coffee, doing some discussion with me, and having a little interview. Hopefully we'll have more of these to come. I'm kind of, this is my first, you get to be my guinea pig. This is my first sort of test run, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see how you guys like it, and I'll be talking to some other people to get them on subjects that they know. So thank you again,
Cool.
Ross. I really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun having you here.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, and we'll see you soon.